Hello everyone, it's me again, Ayesha. Welcome back to another IELTS speaking part 1 question and answer session with me. In this lesson, we'll be looking at the topic of work. Now, the first question that your examiner will ask you under this topic is, do you work or study? And if you're in full-time employment, you can give them this sort of answer. I'm in full-time employment. I graduated from uni a few years ago. So uni is the shortened form of the word university. Make sure you note this answer down, please. And if you're not in full-time employment, if you're employed part-time, you can say, I'm in part-time employment. If you're a stay-at-home mum or a stay-at-home dad, you can mention that too. Because stay-at-home mums and stay-at-home dads have their work cut out for them too. Do you work or study? And if you're someone working and studying, you can give them this sort of answer. I'm working full-time and studying part-time. So if this answer is relevant to you, you can give your examiner this answer. All right, I hope you noted this answer down. What is your job? I'm a teacher. I work at a high school where I teach English, literature, French, and science. Make sure you note this answer down now. In this lesson, I've used 3 different jobs: that of a teacher, that of a software developer, a freelance software developer, and the job role of an ER nurse. So you can talk about your own job in the exam. These are just there as guidelines for you to prepare your answers. So if you are a teacher, you can note this answer down. What is your job? I'm a freelance software developer. I work from home. Freelance means self-employed and hired to work for different companies on particular assignments. Make sure you note this answer down, please, folks. So you may be a freelance in a different field. You can mention that. What is your job? I'm a nurse who works at the General Hospital. I work in the ER. And ER refers to the emergency room. The emergency room is also known as the emergency ward, and there are quite a few terms for ER. Just remember that ER means emergency room. Make sure you note this answer down too, especially if you are an ER nurse. So you can briefly mention your job and where you work. Why did you choose that job? I chose to become a teacher because I wanted to follow my mother's footsteps. She had a colorful career as a geography teacher. I've never liked 9-to-5 office jobs because they are so monotonous. So let's pronounce this word together. Monotonous. Monotonous. Follow someone's footsteps means do the same thing someone else did previously. And monotonous means repetitious. So normally children like to follow in their parents' footsteps or their siblings' footsteps, especially if they've got an elder brother or sister. They might like to follow in their elder brother or sister's footsteps. Make sure you note this answer down, folks. So you can create your own answers based on this particular answer by using the important phrases here. Why did you choose that job? I chose to become a freelance software developer because I'm a computer buff and I love the flexible working hours. I'm not an early bird. In fact, I'm a night owl. So this is the perfect job for me. A computer buff is someone who knows a lot about computers. An early bird is a person who gets up early, and a night owl is someone who is habitually awake at night. So make sure you know this answer down too, please, folks. So if you're a freelance worker in a different field, you can use this sort of answer. You can just change the wording around and incorporate your own job. Why did you choose that job? Well, I'm a compassionate person who is keen on helping others. I come from a family of nurses. My great-grandmother, grandmother, and mother were all nurses. It's obviously in the blood. In the blood means to naturally have a skill. Do you enjoy your job? Yes, I love my job as a teacher, but I do feel a bit drained sometimes by the end of the day. Regardless, it's such a rewarding career as you know that you are helping someone else achieve their goals and dreams. Drained means exhausted. A rewarding career is a career that makes you feel satisfied that you have done something useful and important. Make sure you note this answer down too, please, folks. Do you enjoy your job? Yes, I enjoy working as a freelance software developer as I get to increase my experience since I work for multiple companies and on various projects. Note this answer down too, please, folks. So even if you do another job, you can use this sort of answer actually. Do you enjoy your job? Yes, of course. I love nursing. I love making a positive difference in other people's lives, and I feel a sense of satisfaction knowing that I have played a role in helping a patient recover. So you can note this answer down. Now, even if you're a doctor, you can use this answer. Just change the nursing job title around. Do you get on well with your co-workers? Yes, I get on well with my colleagues. Now, remember, colleagues is another word for co-workers. It's not colleges. Now, I know some of you pronounce this word as colleges. It's not colleges. The G is pronounced as G. We get the hard G sound. Colleagues, colleagues, colleagues. We share our knowledge with each other and always work towards making our lessons enjoyable and memorable for our students. Get on well or get along well means to have a good relationship with someone. Do you get on well with your co-workers? Well, as a freelancer, I hardly see any co-workers. We mostly communicate through email and sometimes over the phone. But if I had to work on company premises, I would definitely get along well with my colleagues. And a freelancer is someone who works on different projects with various companies instead of being a company employee. Premises refers to the building and land used by a company. Note this answer down too, please, folks. Do you get on well with your co-workers? Yes. The entire nursing staff is like one big family that's always there to have each other's backs. Have each other's backs means be prepared to protect or support someone. What responsibilities do you have at work? I have to make lesson plans, create lesson material, deliver lessons, conduct assessments and tests, do a bit of marking and give feedback to students. So it's all in a day's work, isn't it, when you're a teacher? Note this down, please, if you're a teacher. Or even if you're a lecturer at a university, you can use this sort of answer. What responsibilities do you have at work? As a software developer, I'm in charge of developing and delivering high-quality software solutions, meeting project deadlines and ensuring client satisfaction. Be in charge of. Be in charge of means to be responsible for something or someone. Now, not just at work, even when you're at home. You might be in charge of the laundry, you might be in charge of the cooking chores. So even if you're at home, even if you're a stay-at-home mum or a stay-at-home dad, you'll be in charge of a lot of duties at home. What responsibilities do you have at work? As an ER nurse, my main responsibilities are to identify the medical issues of patients, determine severity, and provide immediate support to minimize negative long-term effects. Severity means seriousness. Note this answer down too, please. So if you're doing any other job, you can look up the responsibilities or you can recall from your memory what the responsibilities are and make a list of the responsibilities that you do at work. So you can check your JD, that is your job description. If you have kind of forgotten some of the jargon, jargon refers to the technical words associated with a job. You can check your JD, that is your job description, and list down the responsibilities that you have to do at work. Would you like to change your job in the future? I wouldn't change my job as a teacher. I worked hard for this job by following a Bachelor of Education degree for 4 years and gained a lot of work experience in this field. It'd be a pity to throw it all away and settle in a new career, which I'm sure I wouldn't enjoy at all. It'd be a pity is the shortened form of it would be a pity. And it'd be a pity means it would be disappointing or regretful. It would definitely be regretful to throw away a nice long career that you've had, that you've worked hard for by doing a 4-year degree. Note this answer down, please. So you can use this sort of answer for your own job too. Would you like to change your job in the future? Yes, I'm someone who likes change. In fact, I'm contemplating changing my job as a software developer. I think I might open up my own bakery, as baked goodies are always in demand in my country. It's been a dream of mine to own my own bakery one day. Contemplating means thinking about. Goodies are things that are tasty to eat. In demand means needed or wanted by many people. Note this answer down too, please, folks. So not just opening up your own bakery, you might have other plans to change your job. You can talk about those changes too. You can talk about the job that you might want to take on in the future. Would you like to change your job in the future? Yes, I'd like to go into a less stressful job. Sometimes I feel like I'm overworked and underpaid. I might take on a job as a counselor in the near future. Take on means accept a particular job. So especially ER nurses find that their job is extremely stressful. Sometimes they feel overworked and underpaid. So some of them might want to take on jobs as counselors. So you can say take up or take on. To take up means to start, and take on means to accept a particular job. All right, folks, that's it from me for now. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll be back with another lesson of mine. Stay tuned till then. I'm Ayesha Rajapaksha.